Welcome back to the Arizona Daily Mix. I am excited to be talking with Dr. Orton, who is one of the original doctors from the doctors that's seen here on AZTV7. Doctor, it's a pleasure to meet you this way, which is interesting for everyone. But what's very interesting right now is that we're moving into a time that we'll be able to hopefully be back meeting in person a little bit. And the topic we're talking about is the vaccine do's and don'ts. Before we came on, I explained to you that I was a little hesitant about it now that I got it, but I'm still not knowing what I can do and not do. You're hearing different stories, and you want to get some of the things straight for people here, especially who want to get back to see.
The pleasure is mine to be on your program. It's truly an honor, and it's a great time. We need to address some of these issues because so many of us have gotten vaccinated and have had a good response. The CDC about a week ago came out and said, okay, what are the do's and don'ts as far as people that did get the vaccination? So what you can do, you can hang out with other people that have been vaccinated in your own home. If you've been vaccinated, and even though the people in close proximity have not, you can still socialize with them. We don't want to drop any of the things that we've been doing for the last year in terms of safety. We still want to distance. We still want to wear our mask. We still want to wash those hands. We want to try to avoid crowds as much as possible. So it's a little bit of a hybrid. And you know what strikes me a little unusual is the CDC is still saying we don't want you to travel even though you're vaccinated. And that's resonating a little bit of controversy because there's a few experts, and myself included, that I feel better about traveling now that I've been vaccinated. So I feel better. I think you can travel, but you still have to travel safe and smart.
And I like how you said about being safe and smart and about washing our hands, making sure we're wearing the mask. And I think this pandemic taught us a lot about our health personally, that we need to start being healthier with our food, with working out and exercise. And I know that's something that you preached about a lot on the doctors.
Well, for the last 13 years, you're right. It's preaching eating right, taking care of your body. And, it all goes together. Your heart health, your lung health, your sexual health, your mental well-being, they all go hand in hand. And if you are doing all those right things, watching what you eat, good, wholesome, fresh fruits, as much as fruits and vegetables as much as possible, exercising on a regular basis, maintaining a healthy weight, maintaining good relationships, all of those, getting good sleep, all of those things feed in to good health in general, but we're talking about our immune system. And I think the past year, it's all about our immune system and keeping it at its peak physique. And all those things I mentioned, plus I believe in supplements. I believe in vitamin C and vitamin B and vitamin D and zinc, all of those immune bolsters, in addition to eating the right foods that we know help our immune system, fruits and veggies.
Yeah, and I think that's what's so important about the Doctors TV show, is that you guys are doctors on there, and I'm not knocking any other doctors that go on some of the news things, but they do a little clip, and that's why you guys are all there for a full hour to explain this. It's not just a very quick 5-minute bleep here or something like that. You guys are explaining to people about all types of health stuff, but really right now about dealing with the pandemic and going forward, which is very important.
Yeah, we do. And, unfortunately, we've all got that pandemic fatigue. What does that mean? We all have been worn down. We've been worn down with all the protocols and precautions that we have to take, not traveling, not seeing our loved ones, having disrupted lives really in every sector, our kids not going to school, working from home, all those things. This past year has been more disruptive than any period in our history. We've never seen a pandemic like this. So lots of changes. We're worn out. We're tired. But the take home today, we discussed the vaccine. Make sure you get the vaccine. And if you were hesitant, like yourself a little bit before, millions have gotten it and have done well. And, you know, in my group, I deal with doctors, healthcare providers every day. We all were vaccinated back with the first group. And I'm telling you, uniformly, everyone has done well. Sure, maybe they felt funky for a couple days, a little bit of a reaction, but in general, I don't know of one case, and I know hundreds and hundreds of people that have gotten vaccinated, that no ill effects. So if you had any hesitancy before, I hope those go out the window, because that's the key, getting us all vaccinated. Some of us have been exposed and had it. All of those things lead to this herd immunity. We're all part of the herd. Once we hit this magic number, infectious disease, they say about 65% of the population has either been vaccinated or had it, then the virus has a problem spreading person to person, that spread is going to be slowed down, sort of like containing a fire.
Doctor, I love what you're saying, and I appreciate you joining us here. I do have one favor to ask. Do you mind writing a note to my bosses from my doctor saying that it's okay for me to travel maybe to the beach or somewhere? They take care of the bill and everything for me to make sure I travel since I'm vaccinated. Can I get that approval that they should send me?
Get that approval with me, with the caveat that you're wearing one, if not two masks, that you wear it the entire flight, that you clean your space, you wash your hands. You know what? You do all those things. I personally think you're going to be fine traveling. I traveled from California to tape our shows in New York. I'm flying to Dubai next week. Big flight, long flight. Dubai has opened up. I go there. I do surgery there. So this is the first time I've had the ability to go in a year, obviously because of COVID. But if I didn't feel good about traveling, or better about traveling, I wouldn't make this trip to Dubai.
Perfect. Thank you. And are you inviting me to Dubai with you? Can I come along?
I would love a little wingman with me. Sure. If you haven't been, you should check it out. It's cool.
I will. Doctor, thank you for joining us here on the Arizona Daily Mix.
My pleasure. Be well, be safe.
Don't forget, you can see the doctors right here on AZTV7 after the Arizona Daily Mix.